welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Hannah, and on my channel I do a whole lot of get ready with me's, try-ons, reviews, and stuff like that. So if any of that interests you, make sure you subscribe to my channel. This is my first video of 2019, and I did a little bit different of a setup. I did like a more professional setup. So one of my resolutions or goals for 2019 is just to have more of a professional layout here in my channel. So we're starting that here. So I figured I would just start off with a get ready with me because I love doing get ready with me's, and I'm taking pictures for my Instagram today. So follow me on Instagram right here. It's just at hannahgarske. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So I'm just gonna put my hair up and off my neck. Out of my face, I am wearing a top, as you guys can tell with the sleeves, but where the fuck is my mirror? So I am just going to be doing my base right now and just getting ready for that makeup. I'm gonna be taking my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. I love this stuff. It's really nice, especially for in the winter. I get super dry skin. And it's almost like kind of like a tacky feeling, which is kind of nice for some foundation. So next, I've actually really been liking this product. I do have a different one in this, more of like the pink one, but this is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion. It's literally just like a lotion, and as you guys can tell, my like body is always so much more tan than my face because my face is really red all the time. So I'm just gonna be using this as an all over like base color, and it also gives you a little bit of a sheen underneath your makeup. But it also just helps with like my face being one solid color to begin with, so I don't have to like spot treat or anything. And this is like, I wear this on its own, like as you guys can tell, it just gives me a little bit of color. It makes me look more refreshed than so like just dead. For primer today, this honestly is not my favorite primer because it seems kind of oily, but I need to go get a new one. So I'm just going to be taking my Maybelline Master Prime in Blur and Pore Minimize. This is like a clear one, as you guys can see, but I used to have a white one that I loved. I should have not ever tried something different. I just feel like this makes me oily, which is bad. I don't know why I'm wearing it. Anyway, it does remind me of Maybelline Baby Skin though. It's just a little bit more like thin and watered down. And I definitely did like the Baby Skin. While I let my primer just sit there and soak in, I'm gonna do my brows. I've been loving doing my brows beforehand and just carving them out, so I'll be right back. So now that I look like a psychopath with just my eyebrows on, I swear to God, I get worse and worse at my eyebrows every time I do it. Okay, I hope that angle is a little bit better, but I'm probably getting so boring with my routine here, but I'm absolutely obsessed with this foundation. This is the Maybelline Superstay Foundation in 118 Light Beige. This stuff is so full coverage and just, it lasts forever. Like when it says it's 24 hours, sis, it's 24 hours. It lasts through tears, sweat, like, yes, please. That's for me. So I'm just gonna be doing one side of my face at a time, and I'm actually gonna be taking, I usually take a beauty blender or just like a sponge, but I'm gonna be taking a Morphe Y6 brush and just slowly blending that out. And this is honestly like my everyday color, even when I don't have a little bit of a fake tan on, and I always just darken it up with some contour color. I guess I was trying to say if it doesn't look like it even matches still. I never want to go too dark. That's always really scary for me. So, and like most foundations, I think this one is even more full coverage when you blend it out with a brush instead of a sponge. It's still like super full coverage, but you get like the fullness when you do a brush. Cause like, what do I know? Like what, yeah. So moving right along here, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Fit Me Fair Concealer. I haven't used this one in a while, but I want something more like watery because my under eye has been very dry lately. It says fair, but like what? This is more like, this is not fair, but anyway. And a trick that I learned, if it's not like already a super full coverage concealer, just wait for it a little bit so it kind of sets and then blend it out, and it's going to be like insanely full coverage. I used to hate to do that because I always thought it would just dry down and like blend out, like barely blend out, but there's always like a happy medium with it. And for right now, I'm going to be taking my Juno & Co sponge and blending that out. And I'm just going to be blending it up to my eye for my shadow base. Now for the best part, I always feel like my look starts to come together when I bake. I'm just going to be taking my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in 10. I think 05 is a little bit too light for me, and it leaves more of like a white cast, and this is almost like banana color. So yeah, and I just take a sponge and press it in. To give my face a little bit more of definition, I'm going to be taking this Morphe Bronzer. This is kind of a contour and bronzer in one, hence the name. This is honestly a little bit too orange for me, but it's definitely buildable, so if you don't want it really dark, you don't need it really dark. It's in front of me, so it's friend plus enemy. It literally says that. Oh my god. But I'm honestly just going to be dipping right into both and going for it. And I really like, I already have pretty high cheekbones, but I really like to accentuate that. So I like to bring my contour a little bit higher than it needs to be. Okay, so I just ended up adding some blush to finish off my face. I used the Milani Luminoso Blush. This blush is so pretty. I think it's really nice for my skin tone. My mom has more of an olive skin tone, so like deeper undertones, so warm neutrals, and it really washes her out, so I would definitely check what your undertones are. Mine are more cool to neutral, so I love this one. But now I'm just going to be setting my face. My contour is looking a little bit harsh, so setting my face always helps like blend in my powders and foundations together. Okay, so I like to, every time I say queso, like I always think of the cheese, like queso. Anyway, I've been really like drifting back to this Carli Bybel palette. I literally got this and the only thing I use is this highlighting shade. So I'm gonna go back to that one and just highlight my face. I like to highlight right after I set my face just because I feel like it's still a little bit moist and really makes that highlighter just pop. Moving on to the eyes, I am just going to be picking up my James Charles palette. I have gotten so much use out of this palette. I mean, obviously I go more towards the neutrals, but there are definitely some really pretty colors down here that I have used. For today's look, I'm going for something more neutral. Like always, I need to be able to step out of the house, okay? But I'm just going to be taking the color Punch Me, which these colors are, like, these names are hilarious, which is just like a really pretty tan, like a sandy color, and just putting that in my crease. And honestly, this brush is probably dirty with other colors on it, so we love that. So moving right along, I have been loving a blown out waterline, so I'm going to be taking that same color, Punch Me, and just buffing that into my waterline. I don't know what it's called, under eye? And kind of like dragging it back up with that same crease color and just giving it a really nice blend. Now going in with the shade Spooky, which is the dark black shade in that palette. I'm going to be getting as close as possible to my waterline and just pressing that color in there, then I will blend it out. So I pretty much finished off this eye by adding just black gel liner and some lashes. And I'm just going to be adding some lashes to this eye. Like, do you guys see the difference? Lashes are literally everything. These are literally just the Ardell Wispies. I need to get some nicer ones. These are just like my go-to when I just want like a lash on, so. So finishing off my look, I'm going to be lining my lips with my NYX liner in Nude Pink. And then I think I'm going to be going in with my Maybelline lipstick in Hot Sands. And then I did get this matte ink one from Maybelline in Oil List 05. I don't know. We're going to see. They seem to be very similar colors. This one more like nude, this one more pinky, but depends on what I'm feeling today. Okay, so this is like a really pinky color that I never do. I'm going to go over it with this just to see because I haven't tried this color yet. This is like really thin. Okay, now I'm going to go with this one again. This is Hot Sands 530 by Maybelline. It's just definitely more nude. There it is, you guys. Okay. So this is my finished makeup look. This has kind of been like a recent go-to for me, especially like the darker waterline. I like it when my eyes pop. So yeah. If you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have a whole lot of videos coming your way in 2019. I am super excited. I am continuing my I Tried series, which is kind of fun. My first video from it was I tried the weirdest thing from Fashion Nova, and it did pretty well. So yeah, you guys should go check those out. But I'm super excited for 2019. I hope you guys are, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.